I don't like this.
Bitch.
Programmable virtual reality, the corrupt version.
Oh,
It's the moon guy.
I was just gonna say it's the Moon Man. Hey, yo, you're a sick pervert, bro.
Way to go, Miles. Way to save Gotham.
Just to clear things up, this video is not about testicular torsion, despite the video's title. It's about the fifth movie written, directed, and produced by the legendary indie filmmaker Neil Breen. If you're new to my channel, we have been going through Neil Breen's entire movie catalog in chronological order, watching, reacting, and reviewing each one. I suggest you check out my playlist if you want to catch up and see everything he's done up to this point, because today we will be going over his fifth movie, released in 2018, and apparently it was made with a budget of only $7,000? Trust me, if I didn't tell you, you would not have known that the budget was that low. So let's get into it. The movie opens up with stock footage, of course, but thankfully not of the hills of Las Vegas. Instead, it's of twins, and it's accompanied by voiceover of Neil Breen explaining that those two twins are him and his brother.
My name is Cade. I have an identical twin brother, Kale.
And of course, the editing is top tier, as per usual with these movies.
Watch the video quality drop when it gets to his actual footage.
Yeah.
Then one day it all changed.
Did it freeze frame or is that hidden? I can't actually tell.
That was him.
That was him.
Yeah. Great effects, buddy.
He explains how AI from the future kidnapped him and his twin brother and enhanced them in some way.
We were both selected.
Oh, heck. Ooh.
It's the moon guy.
I was just gonna say it's the Moon Man.
I'm scared, but I'm not gonna trip because I've been catching this thing for a while now. It's very ominous. There he is. There he is. There he is.
Then said AI gave them missions to fight for good.
Is this movie gonna be like 90% stock footage?
Yeah.
Synthetic brain power.
Synthetic brain power.
But somehow Neil's twin brother sucked at his job, so the AI just took his powers away. And for the record, Neil's character is Cade, and his twin brother, also played by Neil, is Kale.
Oh, dude, is this whole movie him playing with mirror effects? This is gonna be legendary.
Why is one small?
Yeah.
Weird names. But they introduce them in what I assume to be like some spiritual virtual realm, and you can tell that they're twins, not because they're the same person, but because one of them has their sleeves rolled up. So you just know that that's just two different people. I mean, you could see that guy's forearms. This movie is so heavily about AI, which is crazy because this movie came out in 2018. So how did he know about how did he know AI was gonna be such a big thing? Anyway, before I start picking apart the movie completely, we gotta talk about the visuals.
AI will never replace the pure majesty of nature.
Is he gonna green screen himself onto this like he did with the tiger?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'll be further and further in a humanoid
You called
state
it.
over the years.
Take a shot. Called it.
I never wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
lose
crazy.
touch with
Now we get to see Cade's powers and editing skills.
American Sniper Neil Breen crossover.
Follow me. They can't hurt me. You won't get hurt. Follow me.
He played it after.
You can tell that the first few movies were shot on film. Then in I Am Here Now, he switched over to digital and realized that he could enhance the movie with visual effects. And in this movie, he discovered After Effects and just went ham. I don't really get Cade's power set. He can jump really high. I think he's impenetrable, and maybe he can stop time?
Wait. Wait. Let me go first. I'll protect you.
I mean, all he says is, I'm unstoppable.
I'm unstoppable and I fully accept these powers.
Damn.
Okay. So a secret agent congratulates him.
I'll see you back at headquarters.
Was he a superhero or a special agent?
And sends him home on a private jet with a young woman in it.
Oh, no. Hey,
She's actually there.
yeah.
He green screened himself.
Oh, yeah.
He green screened himself on a stock video
Dude,
of a private jet
bro.
with a young woman.
This is the advantage of me being alone. Huh? I don't need special forces. I am the weapon.
What do you mean you don't need special forces? Who is this then? Are you not working As some sort of special forces operative? You obviously answer to someone. He meets with the old woman and then takes his guns off. Neil can't make up his mind if he's a superhero or a secret agent, if he needs weapons or if he is the weapon.
Programmable virtual reality, the corrupt version.
Oh.
What the f does that mean? Neil, digital means not real life. There's nothing to hold. You cannot hand virtual reality to somebody else, especially the corrupt version. Neil mopes about his brother that apparently went missing after his powers got taken away. I guess Neil never decided to check up on Kale. We cut to a meeting between the old woman and other people who work at the agency, and they just start listing off buzzwords. I don't know what this means or where this is going. They're just saying shit.
A crisis. Programmable virtual reality.
Programmable DNA.
Are they just saying shit?
Yeah.
This is very serious. We are on the verge of mind hacking.
Mind hacking?
Uh-oh.
Programmable matter.
We will all be connected telepathically.
They are just saying shit.
Yeah, there's just buzz phrases.
Then, of course, dropping a little scene about Neil bragging about his powers again.
I have the power of instant, personal, facial recognition data. Content on everyone.
Is it really a Neil Breen classic, if the movie makes sense? Then we get to probably one of my favorite interactions in this whole movie, but it's also the most uncomfortable interaction. Neil is walking when he bumps into a woman while they're both walking by a homeless man. And I'm just gonna let this scene play out.
Oh, Jesus. Shoot. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's okay, I got it.
No. Here, let me get that for you.
Hey, shoot.
Wait, it's my fault. It's my fault, really. I apologize.
Leave me alone.
Let me make it up to you.
No.
I'll take you out to dinner.
Leave me alone.
No means no, Neil.
Let's have a drink. Let's have a drink.
Leave me alone.
Let's have a drink.
Let's have a drink.
Here at 8 o'clock, and we'll go out and have a drink.
Let's have a drink. I'll see you at 8.
I'll meet you here at 8 o'clock.
No,
I'll meet you right here at 8 o'clock.
Please.
Drink. I'll make it up to you.
She was very pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yo, Neil.
I bet she comes back at 8 o'clock.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be great.
You're a creep, man.
He just harassed a woman.
Yeah.
Please, I'll meet you here. I'll make it up to you.
No. And then he kind of locker room talked about it with him.
I hated that. Remember, Neil wrote this into the scene, and he still made himself so predatorial. Why is this my favorite scene in the movie, you might be asking? Well, that's because of what it leads to. After a mysterious figure walks by the homeless man, Neil actually shows back up at 8.
It's 8 o'clock. She's not here.
Oh my gosh.
He really expected all of that to work.
This is like a college campus.
Yeah. A little weird.
You could tell this is like a... That's a college. That's a college campus, right?
Yeah.
Editor Miles, what college is that?
Yeah.
I mean, of course she's not gonna show up. So eventually Neil leaves, finds her, and stalks her home.
Hey, that's the girl I met earlier.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go follow her.
Oh! But wait, it gets better. He breaks into her house. Neil shoots this entire sequence like it's a horror movie, with the music, with the angles, so he knows what he's doing, just being a creep. And then...
I'm gonna hurt you now. You're mine now. I'll teach you to ignore me.
Yo!
You were supposed to meet me at 8.
I don't like this.
Bitch.
No. She's gonna break it over his head. Yep.
Get over here. Bitch.
This is crazy.
You're mine.
Insert a Vine boom every time he says one.
You can't resist me now.
Thanks for this long shot of you attacking a woman.
What's for dinner?
Your favorite. Mom called today.
Tell Mom I said hi.
You got it.
What?
They're married, I guess. So what was all that about? If she's your wife, why would you expect her to meet you by the local homeless guy at 8 if you already live together? Anyway, we cut to 3 corporate businessmen being kidnapped and thrown into a torture chamber by someone who sounds exactly like Neil, or should I say, Cade.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you.
It is Cade. It's Neil's brother. Basically, since he no longer has powers, he has taken it upon himself to be like a vigilante and fight evil his own way.
I'm gonna hold you here for all the crimes that you've committed, the cheating, the lying, the embezzling that you've committed against the public.
Of course.
I mean, it's not a Neil Breen movie unless he blatantly tells you his opinions on those in power.
I'm an attorney, and
All the
I'm
corrupt
going to
lawyers.
see that you are put in jail for the rest of your life.
I don't give a shit. This is my form of justice.
Oh.
I knew this was going to come back to bite it. The stolen cars.
Like what?
Millions embezzled. All the politicians we've been paying off. Oh. The illegal drugs, human trafficking.
Cue like miles from every video. I wonder if this movie has an agenda.
I wonder if this movie has, like, a political agenda. Anyway, I don't know what this means, but, like, it's kind of cool. I think it's supposed to be how many guys he's kidnapped, even though it's the same 3 guys over and over. He could have put, like, a bag over their head, that way when he duplicated it, you wouldn't be able to tell, oh, it's the same guy. Then we kind of cut back and forth between the evil brother being evil and Neil being a very awkward husband.
Come on, we've got a minute.
Hey, no, dude.
Yeah, well, at least we know now how long Neil lasts. A minute.
Anyways, people start investigating the 3 executives that went missing. Kale kills 2 more people, but accidentally leaves evidence. Good Neil, aka Cade, takes his wife to a very underwhelming date.
I've reserved this entire restaurant just for the 2 of us.
You can tell he said that line because he was showing up to the empty outside cafeteria of a college campus. And then Neil's twin confronts him. And you can tell that he's an evil twin, because he has a beard. The investigators ran the prints and the DNA that they found on the syringe at the crime scene, but they couldn't identify whose they were.
The DNA doesn't match anything, and the fingerprints don't match anything on file. No, there's nothing in the international database.
He didn't say anything.
Kale then goes back home to his alcoholic, drug-addicted wife, and they get into a fight.
What the hell are you doing?
Hey.
He wants to fight
He's
a second woman in this movie?
This is domestic abuser.
The drugs and the money.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Hey.
So yes, Neil Breen wrote a movie in which he beats 2 women. Yes, as different characters, but Neil's playing them both. So Neil beat 2 women, and they're fighting over, like, money, as if Kale doesn't have a bunch of executives and millionaires just in his basement. I feel like there's something you could do there, right? I'm just saying. I mean, they have wallets on them, and you don't think that they should have that money anyway. Whatever. We then get introduced to a new character who's fondling his jewels in the movie called Twisted Pair.
Who? Oh, yeah.
His name is Kusk. Kusks. Damn, that's weird. I don't like saying that. And he is a biochemical and cyber terrorist who's planning on taking over the world. And he talks like this.
It's swarm intelligence. The ability to communicate telepathically.
It's not like he's hiding his voice over the phone like a voice modifier. That's just how he sounds for the entirety of the movie, even when there are conversations in person. Why, Neil? Is that supposed to mean anything? The agency in which Neil's character works for sends him on an undercover mission to meet with Kusk, where he pretends to be an investor and art collector. And there's like an angel stripper.
What?
Oh, no.
Neil.
Just when you thought we were gonna go without some sort of scantily clad scene.
Who can teleport. I don't know what that's about.
So you're interested in my special art?
Why? Why does he sound... I don't get why he sounds like that. I also don't get why you, Neil, felt the need to stare at this woman's boobs.
Hey, Neil, bro.
Anyway, Kusk shows Cade the special art.
Oh.
Did Neil Breen predict NFTs?
What? Oh.
Dude. He predicted NFTs.
Neil Breen. Oh my gosh.
What?
Neil Breen, you absolute legend.
He predicted NFTs and ChatGPT in this one movie.
I mean, maybe in those previous movies when Neil said that he was AI from the future, maybe he was telling the truth. Cause how else would he know about NFTs in 2018? Neil has to be a time traveler who came back in time to warn us about these things, but he hid the message in bad niche movies that only a select few would watch. It's genius. Then we cut to a compilation on how Cade and Kale are doing. Kale is living in poverty with his alcoholic wife doing drugs, and Cade is with his genius wife. Also, there are 2 moons. Neil, why are there 2 moons? Fun fact, they show the moon later and there's only one, so I don't... Sorry. Neil sneaks into the facility, which we're supposed to believe belongs to some secret agency headquarters. And there are armed men waiting for him in there.
In AI, fright and interest are not far from each other.
What do you know? Perfect time for a Neil monologue.
Things can become real in your mind, and you believe things you wouldn't ordinarily believe.
Anyway, we see Neil sneaking around while the armed men are after him, and we get a little glimpse of his powers.
Dang.
Which he uses to get into and walk around a college chemistry lab. Then Neil meets up with Kusks.
I'm in control of all meta-intelligence.
Oh, wait, who is that? Is that supposed to be the same guy? Is that supposed to be Kusks? He's wearing the scarf and he's got the weird voice? Is this like mid-movie recasting? Which would be weird because later in the movie, we get the same actor from before. Kale gets into another argument with his wife, and when I was watching this, I was genuinely losing my mind.
We're done.
I'm done with you.
We're done. We're done. We're done.
I'm done with you.
What was that? Wait.
What the fuck?
We're then teleported to some glowing red room where a woman in lingerie beckons us to follow her.
Hey, yo. Close your eyes, bro.
Thanks.
Freeze framed it. You're a sick pervert, bro.
And then Neil freeze frames on the ass. You dirty, dirty dog. We finally get into the 3rd act of the movie as Neil finally starts to thwart Kusk's plan by blowing up pipelines. No, it's not explained how these pipes have anything to do with the actual attacks. He just says these pipes are crucial to his plans or something like that.
Taking out these pipelines is critical to stopping them.
But later, Cade runs into Kale's ex who thinks he's Kale. And as Cade is apologizing to her for what his brother might have done to her,
did he hurt you?
She justifies his abuse.
He did it, but I hit him too. I hit him first. Please don't blame him.
Neil had to make sure that he wrote into the script that his womanly abuse was justified.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't like that. But Neil feels bad for her, so he gives her some money to better her life. Right as his wife walks up. So, of course, you know, now she thinks he's cheating on her. Anyway, somehow Neil finds out that people in the agency that he works for are secretly working with Kusks.
You're a traitor! You're a traitor!
Including his wife. I'm not sure if it's clarified, but I think that she joined his side after she thought that Neil was cheating on her. So she sees Neil interacting with a woman and giving her money, and she jumps to conclusions, doesn't bring it up with him, and then joins the forces of an international terrorist. Huh? Then Neil finally finishes thwarting Kusk's plans by running into the college, past all the guards.
Oh,
whoa, that was smooth.
And just blowing it up from the inside. There's a shot in the end where the angel stripper from earlier in the movie is in an at-home theater and turns on I Am Here Now.
She's watching.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
It's all it's meta.
Before turning into Jules. I'm kind of missing the meaning on this one, but hey, I'm having a good time. And the movie ends with Neil meeting up with his wife, and then she tries to kill him. But because he's a superhero, he can take it and he kills her. So yes, he's a superhero who could tank a bullet and did just fine after she shot him, but he felt the need to shoot her. So he actually didn't need to kill her at all because he has superpowers. We get a shot of Kale walking into the night, and then Cade travels to some astral plane to meet with his wife again to say his last goodbye.
Whoa, he was about to, whoa.
Hand placement, buddy.
Oh, and then he predicts the metaverse.
We will live in a virtual metaverse, a virtual universe.
Dude.
Again, this movie came out in 2018. I think the metaverse got announced in like 2021. I am 100% convinced that Neil Breen is actually some AI time traveler from the future. How do you get this right? And that is Twisted Pair, a story of two brothers who take down the elite in two very different ways. Everything else, I'm not sure.
Look, I can't untangle this twisted pair of my mind because I am shook. I don't even...
Anyway, that's Twisted Pair.
Shout out Neil.
Do not go to www.twistedpair.
Yeah, don't Google Twisted Pair.
Don't Google Twisted Pair, and don't Google Harlem Shake poop either.